Hi, Ben with Ben Jacobson Photo here with a mindshift rotation 180 camera bag review. Mindshift came along with their rotation series a couple years ago now, and it really has given photographers an excellent quick access camera bag. These bags are all about if you're hiking or skiing or even mountain biking, whatever you're doing out and about, and you want quick access to a camera, this is really the best solution. It's better than a holster or chest harness setup because that blocks your view down. It's a traditional backpack style support system in terms of the weights on your shoulders and on your waist. But when you want access, you flip the little switch here and rotate the bag around. It's got a handle on the side to grab onto and swing it around. Boom. Unzip the lid and you have full access. It's that simple and that quick. So let me just show you a couple of the features with this bag really quick. You just saw the biggest feature. It's all about getting your camera bag around in front of you as fast as you can. So they've put handles on the side of the bag and on the side over here, so when you put it away, you give that a little pull. It pulls it into its home. It's hard to see because I have a pouch on here, but there's a very nice, I call it tricky, but not tricky bad. Tricky as in really creative, ingenious. It's a little magnet flap that brings the door down, and once it's in there, that's not going to spin around on you. It's locked in. You flip this down with your thumb. They have some stiff, kind of like sailing battens in there that flip it out of the way. Once it's out of the way, you grab that handle, round she comes. Just to show you what fits in here, I have a Sony a7R Mark II with a L bracket. You might be able to fit a Canon DSLR, like say a 5D in here. It'd be tight with a plate, and if you overfill this, it doesn't want to fit in that hole very well. So they have some other sizes of this bag that bigger cameras might be better suited to the bigger bags. But this fits perfectly. It's a Sony 24-240. I then have batteries and memory cards in here tucked in the side. And it's really everything I would need to go out for a day and have all my focal ranges covered. I have 16-35 and 24-240 in two lenses in this bag. I really have everything covered. The filters, I'm a big landscape shooter, so these are very much a part of my workflow when I'm set up shooting landscapes. If I'm out skiing or doing anything where I want the quick access, you might not need this, but you might want this space for something else, so I put this on here to show you. The big thing is if you're going to use filters in my traditional workflow, you're going to use a tripod. If you're going to use a tripod with this bag, it works. There's two ways, really three ways to carry a tripod with the bag, but none of them are as quick of access as you have to the camera. So it becomes sort of, if you want the same access to everything, you might use a different bag. If you want quick camera access, you use this bag. But once you start using a tripod with this bag, it starts to slow you down a little bit. And let me walk you through the different ways to carry a tripod real quick. I actually have, it's a Davis and Sanford, and sorry, this is right by the lapel mic, so it makes some noise, sorry. This is a Davis and Sanford tripod I have on the side. It's about an 18-inch tripod. You can tell I have one leg stuffed down here in the little pocket, and there's a strap here that just pops over the top, holds it really securely. I prefer to have my tripods, if they are on the outside of the bag, I like them on the side, not the back, because it brings the weight closer to your back. You always want your weight in a backpack closest to your back and lowest as possible to make you balanced. If their other option is out here, which is a great option, but it throws your balance off a little bit more. This isn't a super heavy tripod. It's only about 3, maybe 4 pounds with the head on it. But the further away from you it gets, the further it wants to pull you back. So I'm always trying to keep my weight close to me. But if you do want it in the back, they have a strap here that tucks away up top. And then down at the bottom, there's another, let me see if I can get it out of here easily. There's a little like pocket, there we go. There's a pocket that you stick one of the legs into. There we go. It's inverted inside out from putting it away. You stick your legs in there, you put the head in here. It's nice and tight, it's very secure, but like I said, it just moves the weight away from you a little bit more. So for me, that's not how I do it, but it might work for you. There's an ice axe loop down here. There's a strap up here so you can carry an ice axe, obviously, or ski poles, hiking poles, trekking poles, all sorts of good stuff there if you need to. And then the top compartment, once you have a tripod in here, it does make it a little harder to get into. But the top compartment has plenty of room for You can fit a jacket in there, a lunch in there, any sort of things for a day hike. It's a great space for that. And then you have a smaller compartment up here that you have access to for smaller little things like keys. You could put accessories up there, stuff like that. So there's plenty of room in the bag. And like I said, this bag is all about one thing. It's all about quick access to your camera gear. So using it with a tripod, kind of not what I would do with this bag. I just put it on there to show you how it would go on. And even using it with the filters I have on here, really not the way you'd use it out and about. This is all about quick access. It's all about flipping that switch and pulling the bag around, boom, access. If this isn't appealing to you, the bag's probably not going to work for you. And now the one other criticism I have of this bag, it's not really a criticism, just a point of how it works. If you want to access your camera and the bag's on you, super easy. Flip the switch, rotate it around. Once you take this bag off, it becomes very awkward to get at your camera bag because it's in here. So you have to flip this and then pull the bag out, which it'll come out like this, but then how do you get it back in? You have to feed this through this. You can tell it's not impossible, but it becomes very awkward to get at your camera once it's not on your back, which includes at home. You're loading up to go skiing or whatever. It's almost like you put the bag on and then put your camera in the bag, not the other way around. So it's almost like an order of operations that you have to relearn, but you pack your bag with this on. It's a piece of cake. You can get it out on the floor. It's just a little awkward versus bags that have, say, back panel access or even traditional access. So it's a different way to work. Like I said, for skiing, for biking, for hiking, just shots while you're moving, you can't beat the rotation series. It just works really, really well. I got my straps twisted up here. But yeah, just to show you one last time, you flip the switch. It's a cool little magnet. Grab the handle, pull it around. It's that easy. You go to, after you take a few shots, camera in and out, rotate it around, another handle over here, give that a tug, done. Clip the magnetic clip, and the magnetic clip will find its home. So it's even easier without this here, but it's easy. So yeah, this is the mindshift rotation. I believe this is the panorama. In the review, I'll make sure I get the title correct in it because they have a lot of different names for them. They make a smaller one, they make a larger one, they make one that's kind of binocular specific, but you could fit birding and binocular stuff in this one and have a little extra space. They even have a fly fishing one coming out to Kickstarter now, which is another option. So yeah, these bags, great access. REI's even seen these, loves them so much they're in REI's stores now, which is pretty cool to have a camera bag manufacturer get their stuff in a mainstream store like that. It's like I keep saying, it's all about the access. A little awkward when you don't want quick access. So a traditional camera bag might be something you either also have or lean towards for those scenarios. But this for quick access is really the way to go. So I'm Ben with Ben Jacobson Photo here with a mindshift Panorama 180 review. I hope this helps you make a decision. Thanks a lot.